Hi there, this is Mark Schauder with Sotheby's International Realty with another episode of Poway Today. Today I'm here in the Poway Chambers with Councilmember Mr. Barry Leonard. Welcome, Barry.
Thank you, Mark. Nice to be here.
Thank you, thank you. Why don't you tell everybody why you decided to become a council member here in Poway?
Well, it was actually an evolution. When I moved to Poway about 16 years ago, I had been successful in business and wanted to start fresh here. Decided to get involved, volunteer for things. Got involved in my church, got involved in my community, got involved in my neighborhood. Met certain people. One of them happened to be running for city council, who I decided was my kind of guy. He wasn't a politician, and just an honest person who felt that he could help the community. Supported him. He became council member, then he became our mayor.
Got it.
Steve Voss impressed me because he wasn't like my version of a politician. And I'm a little cynical when it comes to that. But Steve had done a good job on the council. He got elected to mayor and still has that title. They had essentially a popularity contest to see who could take over his job on the council. 21 people showed up for the interviews after 3 rounds. They chose me. I was a little surprised because my opening line here in this chamber was, "I don't like politicians."
Right.
And yet they still chose me. So that told me something about the character of the people we work with here.
Right.
We're not really politicians, we're managers.
So then it's kind of a strange next question that I'm going to ask you. How'd you get into the politics then?
Well, how'd I get into management?
Yes. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that.
I manage my neighborhood. I'm the president of the HOA. I was part of the board of directors of Green Valley Civic. It was just an evolutionary process. Being part of this team, I was on the budget review committee for the city, which the mayor invited me to join.
Okay.
As part of that, I used my business skills to understand better how the business of the city operates.
Okay.
And I view it as a business. I don't view it as anything other than that. We have a $80 million to $100 million budget. We have a lot of responsibilities. We have payroll to make. We have to take care of all of the property. I think I view the city council as a management team. And together we try and keep the ball up in the air and keep things rolling in the right direction.
So as few bounces as possible.
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay. What has surprised you most about working here as council member?
I think my biggest surprise would be social media. And here we are part of that. But social media has evolved. It used to be that if you had an opinion about something, you'd share it with your friend or share it with your neighbor or share it at the dinner table. It didn't get much further out than that. Nowadays, with Facebook and Nextdoor, people have the ability to share their opinion on a much broader basis. We have instances where folks just want to get up on that soapbox and tell you how they feel about something, and that's okay. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. There's folks that want to be influencers out there in social media, and that's okay as well. The problem I see with that is that most people, when they get up on that soapbox, their opinion is based on their emotion as opposed to based on fact.
Right.
And that can be dangerous because if you're influencing somebody based upon your emotions without the factual basis underlying that, then that ship can sail in a funny direction.
Right.
I see that time and again. I personally don't really go on social media because it can become pretty toxic pretty quickly. And one of the things that I think is important to try to counteract that is education. The more that I can play a role in teaching people why things are the way they are, I think the more beneficial that is to the community. And unfortunately, social media is not a really good place to do that because quickly people with an opinion different than my own would turn, and it's just not so hot.